everyone, it's me, Jennifer. I am doing something special. I'm going to do a lemon bar recipe today. It's a two-part series because I have two different recipes I'm going to try. The first one is one I found online at ilovevegan.com. This is for Annette because she is dairy-free, doesn't eat meat, and she wanted a good recipe. So I found two, and I'm going to do a two-part series. So this will be the first one, and then we'll do another one for some taste test difference. And a few, I guess this week I'll do this one, next week I'll do the other one, and let you know which one is the better of the two. So let's get started. The first thing we're going to do is actually the crust. And for making the crust of the lemon bar, you're going to need 1 cup of vegan butter, half a cup of powdered sugar, 1 tablespoon of lemon zest, and 2 cups of flour. That's what the recipe calls for. I'm actually going to cut this in half. I'm only doing a half batch because I felt like it was going to be a lot. It was in a 9 by 13 pan that you line with parchment paper. So we're going to go half size, do the 8 by 8, make it a little bit smaller, and see how it turns out. Okay? Alright, so let's get our stuff together. I've got to make some lemon zest, and we'll get into it. Okay, so we got a few things to do. I went ahead and preheated the oven at 350. I'm lining my pan with the parchment paper, just I'm doing again the 8 by 8. And now I'm going to zest and juice my lemons. Make sure your lemons are clean, and I use a vegetable fruit cleaner. It's a spray by Young Living to clean my fruit. So they should be clean and ready to go. So I'm going to zest them. Once I get that done, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to cream my soft butter with powdered sugar and the lemon zest and salt. And again, I already gave you the ingredients for the crust. We're going to mix that all together, and from there we're going to press it into, well actually we'll do that, then we'll add the flour. So you can watch, see how it turns out. After the flour's been added, we'll press it in the pan. Okay, so I went ahead and got that done. It's a soft dough. It's going to go in the pan. I'm going to line it and go ahead and bake it. And while it's baking, I'm going to go ahead and get started. So meanwhile, I'm going to go ahead and pre-juice my lemons and do a little bit more zest, but you don't need to watch that, and then we'll get into the actual cooking the lemon curd for the filling of it. And so I'll be back in just a moment with the rest of it. Okay, so I pressed my dough into the bottom. It's kind of like a cookie dough consistency, like a sugar cookie. And I'm now going to put it in the oven. And it's going to bake for about 20 minutes until it's a golden brown, maybe a little bit longer depending on your oven, and at 350. So once it's golden brown, I'll be taking it out and we'll be putting the filling on. While that's cooking, we're going to go ahead and get started on the rest of it with the filling, the lemon filling. And so I'm going to go ahead and stick this in the oven. Set the timer for about 20 minutes so I don't get sidetracked. And again, it can be 20, 25, and it's going to vary with everyone's ovens, I'm sure. So, okay, first things first is I'm going to go ahead and just turn this on to that medium heat. We have to start with, actually, before you turn it on, it actually calls for you to whisk, I believe it's lemon juice, cornstarch, and coconut first. So you're going to mix those together, whisk it. So I got my little whisk instead of the big one, And let's get started with that. So the first thing is cornstarch is a 1/4 cup. But we're cutting in half, so it's not going to be quite a 1/4 cup. We need half of that, 1/8 of a cup. Lemon juice is going to be a 1/4 cup, so I'm going to go ahead and get my 1/4 cup and pour that in there. And I do fresh lemon juice. It's like perfect amount of lemon juice. And we're doing coconut milk or coconut cream. So I made sure that it was mixed. I used my whisk to mix it well so there's no lumps. And I'm going to go ahead and put that in there as well. So you've got it's 3/4, so again it's going to be half of that. I'm eyeballing about half. But that's fine. I could have brought clips. And I'm making a mess, no doubt, but I'm good at that. So, okay, so far we got the lemon juice, we got the milk. I'm gonna mix it together, and I'm gonna go ahead and add my half a cup, or not half, half of a 1/4, so 1/8 of a cup of the cornstarch. And we're supposed to mix it in so there's no lumps. So really what I'm going to do is just slowly mix it in and do my best to whisk it. And once we got it whisked, I believe that's when we're going to go ahead and stick it back on the stove and turn on the heat and add the rest of the ingredients. So again, lemon juice, coconut milk, cornstarch to start with. And that's about 1/8 of a cup. And that's all stirred together. Perfect. And moving on. Next thing it calls for is to go ahead and I'm going to go ahead and put in the sugar, butter, zest, and salt. Turn on the heat and stir. You want the sugar and the butter to melt so that it's well blended. So sugar is going to be 1 cup of sugar, and I only use raw sugar, probably granulated sugar, but I don't use white sugar. So I'll be giving you the actual recipe. You can follow along with me or do whatever you like. So then I'm doing a cup of sugar, which is half a cup this time. Oh my goodness, I could have just filled this all with all that sugar. This really is going to be a dash because it's supposed to be 1/8 of a teaspoon of salt. So not a whole lot of salt, just a little bit. I'm going to go ahead and add a 1/4 cup of butter, or half a stick of butter. And I'm using a vegan butter. Again, this is because it's a vegan recipe for my daughter. Put that in there, and that should be all of this. The last little piece that I didn't mention, but it's going to be coming in there. The last piece is the turmeric and, of course, the lemon zest. Most important piece, right? So I'm going to just go ahead and use my finger. It is roughly 1.5 tablespoons called for the half size. Normally it would be 3 tablespoons of lemon zest. I'll do the half batch. I hope you're following along. Yeah, I know. It's a little but should be good. It smells real good. Okay, we got it on medium high. Once it gets boiling, after it gets boiling, we're going to go ahead and keep on whisking it. You're supposed to continue to whisk it. So once it turn on the heat to medium, stir until sugar and butter melt. Whisk turmeric in small pinches because you're going to do a little bit of turmeric to get it to the color you want it, the yellow coloring. After that, you're going to scrape the sides with like you can use a spoon, but I'll probably use my little spatula. And make sure that it is not sticking to the pan, it's not lumping up. You want it to be creamy consistency. So after it's finished, it'll have a translucent kind of a look to it, it says, and should be thick. So you want it to be kind of thick. So once it goes onto your cookie base crust and sets, it should be that kind of that firm lemon bar texture, especially after it goes in the fridge and cools off. So anyways, this stuff is melting. Once it's all done and I have the turmeric in, I will kind of show you what it's going to look like after it gets to the point of where it needs to be. So I'm just starting to thicken up a lot, and so it's clear. We'll just keep on working it so that way there is no lumps. It's looking pretty good so far. I'm just going to take a quick little, make sure it's not sticking on. It is definitely doing well and thickening up. And I have 6 minutes left on my bars. So it says that you basically are gonna, once it starts to bubble, you need to test for lines, and once you get to there, you can go ahead and it's pretty much done. It looks like it's almost there. Its lines are staying, so I'm gonna go ahead and my stovetop can be a little bit warm, and I don't want it to. Once the lines stay there for about 7 seconds, you know it's done, it says. So it's looking pretty thick. It's looking pretty good. I'm going to go ahead and pull it off so it doesn't burn to the bottom. Shut this off. It's looking pretty good. Let it cool a little bit. Once the cookie comes out, I let it cool a little bit more. And you can't see it because I'm doing black and white, but I think what I'll do is my last picture will be the actual finished product, and it is looking so good. It's a pretty yellow. That little bit of turmeric makes it just look really, really pretty. Pretty yellow. Anyways, it smells really good. Let you know how it tastes in a little while. So this is just about ready, and it's looking really, really good. Just so you can see how pretty yellow this is. It's a really pretty yellow. It's kind of a translucent look to it, and I hope you can see it. Beautiful. And I did a little dip on the whisk to try it, and the flavor is really lemony good. It's all fresh lemon and the zest, and oh my goodness, this is going to be amazing. I honestly wish I would have done the whole batch of the curd part, because it's kind of like a lemon pie almost taste to it. And it probably would have been amazing to be a little bit thicker than what this is going to be. But anyway, so let me go ahead and pull this out of the oven. You're going to see the crust, and the edges are a little bit brown. I didn't want it to go. That was about 20 minutes. I'm going to go ahead and it says to just pour the lemon filling on top, and I'll spread it out, and then you put it in the refrigerator uncovered. You'll cover it up and let it chill. After it's chilled in the refrigerator, you will then do a little bit of dusting with the powdered sugar on top for and just make it look pretty. But anyway, so that's really it. So right now I'm just going to spread this out over here. And again, I wish I would have done more of the filling because it is so good. But it's looking really nice. Give you a little bit of a look in just a minute. I wish I used my smaller spatula. good. Okay, so yeah, that was smart. It actually wasn't too hot, but it was still pretty hot. So there you go. It looks like this. It's gonna go in the refrigerator and dust and eat. So I will give you the last picture of it complete, but it smells amazing in a minute. I think you're gonna like it. Okay, moment of true judgment on this thing. It looks so good. Smells so good. There it is. It looks so pretty with my yellow and powdered sugar. It's beautiful. Anyways, so here it goes. Smells so good. That is some serious lemon. You got lemon in the crust with the zest. You got that lemon. It is tangy, but I like it like that. It is so good. So far a winner. I like this one. But I guess you'll have to wait till the next one to see how that one goes. Totally different vegan recipe, but doesn't taste like egg at all. I like that. Thanks for watching. Bye. Don't forget to like and subscribe and also share. There's the recipe. Enjoy and have a great day.